Hello everyone, welcome to our seed gathering videos. I'm Laura and my friend and colleague Kai is at the camera.
Hello.
We are both trainees working for Moor Trees, and we're doing this as part of the Force for Nature campaign organized by the Tree Council. And the idea is that we're gonna film ourselves going seed collecting from trees native to the UK. So then you can see how to do it, and you can go by yourself or with your family or with your friends or with your school, and you can grow your own trees from seed. Right now we're in the Tamar Valley in Cornwall. I can see two Rowan trees either side of me. So we're gonna get off the path and get in there to see if we can get closer and show you how a Rowan tree looks like, and talk a bit more about the berries and when to collect them.
Hello everyone, I'm Kai and this is a Rowan tree, or Sorbus aucuparia, as it's known in Latin. Rowans are quite small trees. The maximum they'll get is about 15 meters tall, but that's big for a Rowan tree. You usually see them around 4 to 6 meters tall. Their bark is silver to grey, and it's usually quite smooth. It doesn't have furrows. Their leaves are arranged in this feather-like, I don't know if you can see here, this feather-like pinnate, it's called, pinnate arrangement, where each leaf is made up of these pairs of opposing little leaflets. Now this looks a little bit similar to some other trees. Elder usually has fewer leaflets and is usually a larger leaf, and ash, you can get quite confused with ash, as we see here. But as you can see, ash again usually has fewer pairs of leaflets and is a larger leaf, and ashes are just larger trees in general. They can get up to, I don't know, 40 meters maybe even. This similarity to ash has led to the another common name of the rowan being mountain ash, because rowans grow on mountains. They like high altitudes and quite poor, thin soil. So if you see quite a small tree, silver grey bark, this pinnate leaf, and if it has these clusters of red berries in the late summer, that can only be a rowan, so you're safe to go. Let's go collecting.
So in theory, the best time to pick the berries is late August, early September, but right now is the second week of August because the weather has been a bit weird. Many of the rowan trees around already have quite ripe berries. In theory, you're meant to pick up the berries when they're not fully red, because the red color in them has a substance that stops the seed from germinating, which means that it will take longer for the seed to sprout and it will take longer for a tree to come out of the seed. So ideally this is kind of the color that you would pick them.
So after they're green but before they're red.
Yeah, exactly. But also if you only have red berries, that's totally fine. You will get seeds from, you will get trees from them, but they will just take a bit longer to appear. So I think maybe the best thing to do is to take a mix and see what happens, just so you don't risk it, because if they're too green, then the seed might not be ready yet and you won't get any trees. So I would just pick a mix of them and then see what happens.
Great. Nice. So when you're collecting your rowan berries, make sure you take enough for you, more than enough, because each berry might not become a tree. So you want to pick more than you think you need, but more importantly is to leave enough for the birds, because it's their food. We like to keep them fed, and that's what carries on the rowans in the wild, is birds eating them and pooing them out. So if it looks like your rowan tree doesn't have that many berries, or you're going to pick all the berries, remember to leave more, much more than you're picking. So on that note, shall we go find another tree?
Shagio de noe, na o hando hando, gare lugaya ho. nie mageria era emaketie nerugeria ya radio diando bekawaine no nie mageria era emaketie nerugeria ya.
Cool, these are all the berries we've picked today. Look at them. And hopefully they'll become lovely, beautiful trees. And what we've got to do now is go back home and put them in the fridge so they stay nice and cool. And once we're ready to process them, we'll show you how to do that.
You can leave them in the fridge until you are ready.
Before you go seed collecting, remember, try to pick your seeds locally or close to the area where you're going to be planting your trees.
Collect seeds from public spaces or ask for permission on private land.
Pick your seeds when they're ripe enough, but remember the wildlife is also on the hunt, so you have to be quick.
Pick more than enough for yourself, but leave more than you take for wildlife.
And finally, if you can, use a paper bag instead of a plastic bag.